Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 100 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and this week we have M13 Flashback Drafts, my favorite core set of any core set I ever drafted, ever. M14 had some problems, M15 had a lot of problems, Origins was terrible, but M13 was really good. It had Exalted as its primary mechanic and a lot of cool cards in it. So we're going to hope that some people join this queue and jump into this draft. I will see you guys for Pack 1, Pick 1. All right, here we are, Pack 1, Pick 1. Our rare is Diabolic Revelation, which is not good. It's a tutor. You can tutor for X, but you have to pay 3 black plus X. Terrible. What do we have? I remember Prized Bound Elephant being okay. There's a cycle of uncommon allied color creatures. This is the white-green one. It's fine. It's a 3/3 for 4, or if you're white-green, which you really want to be, it's a 4/4 for 4 that can gain trample for a single green mana. Might be our pick here. There's a Downpour, which is fine. You don't really want to first pick it, though. There's a Duty-Bound Dead, which goes into the Exalted Black-White deck. I think we're just going to take this elephant here, and that might dictate where we're going to go. I'd like to get this ring back around. Maybe our other people on our pod won't know that the rings are actually all right. So if you equip it to a green creature, that creature gets a counter every upkeep. Not +1/+1, a counter. It can go pretty crazy. Liliana's Shade is good, but I'm pretty happy just taking the elephant here, because we might get some Oblivion Rings, we might get some pacifisms. There's all kinds of stuff that we could potentially get, like a Crusader of Odric. There's a Stormtide Leviathan here. I like it way more in Momir than I do actually having to pay 8 mana and 3 blue for it. There's an Acidic Slime as well, which I'd also really like to have, but we don't know we're white. This really pushes us white-green explicitly. But Crusader of Odric is just super good. 3 mana for a Star, and her power is equal to the number of creatures you control. So she can easily be a 3/3 for 3. She's at least a 1/1 for 3. Encrust is fine. It doesn't tap the creature, which is bad. And the removal in M13 is around where the removal started to get kind of bad. We can maybe get this Guardians back around, which would be nice. Getting some Exalted in the white-green deck is still a thing you want to do. Kind of sucks to pass this Acidic Slime, but I'm going to take the Crusader here. Whew, Pacifism, how's it going? And a Divine Verdict, and a Prized Elephant, and a Guardians. Boy. It's a bunch of decent stuff. Bloodhunter Bat is also pretty good. Tormented Soul can be obnoxious, but thankfully it doesn't have hexproof or anything. We're not taking Pacifism, though. It's just solidly first pickable. I'm shocked that somebody took... unless somebody took an Oblivion Ring, and the rare had to be like a Planeswalker, I can't see them not taking Pacifism. So we're going to take that and feel very good about it. We get a Ring of Thune, which is the white ring, which is totally fine, and we might take it. Phylactery Lich just isn't something you really want to play. It's really difficult to actually play. Triple black is already hard. Yeah, it's 5/5 indestructible, but you have to have an artifact. Ugh. Too much going on there. I think I'm pretty happy just taking the ring here. We are pretty positive we're going to push white. Windrake's fine. Courtly Provocateur is good. Primal Hunt Beast is fine. Obnoxious Hexproof, which I hate. But yeah, I'm just going to take the ring here. What do we get? We get a Rain of Blades. 1 damage to each attacking creature. Erase is a sideboard card. We don't want that, or that, or that, or that. Rummaging Goblin could be okay. Mindclaw Shaman enters the battlefield, reveal the hand, you can cast an instant sorcery from it. Right. For 5 mana, you get a 2/2 that might do nothing. I think we'll take the Rummaging Goblin here. We still would prefer to push green because of this elephant, and because white-green is just way better than white-red ever will be. But Rummaging Goblin's pretty decent. It's where the term rummaging comes from, the different version of looting. So let's take Rummaging Goblin. We get a Pillarfield Ox, which isn't great. We get the red ring. Goblin Arsonist, Naturalize, Serpent's Gift. We could just take the Arsonist, I guess. We can go red-white, try to flood the board for Crusader. Yeah, let's try that. I'd really prefer not to be red-white. Well, Spiked Baloth. Ooh, Yiva's Force Mage is fine. Clock of Omens, no. Crippling Blight. No. Kraken Hatchling. Krako's command is the Flood the Board plan. But the green plan, like, Prized Elephant is so much better than Rummaging Goblin or Goblin Arsonist. Yiva's Force Mage is basically a better Herald of the Fair. It's a 2-2 instead of a 3-2, but it gives +2/+2 until end of turn. So yeah, I'm pretty happy just taking that and seeing if maybe green is open. It's a relatively late Chandra's Fury. Oh wait, no, Chandra's Fury is not what I think it is. 4 damage to target player, and 1 to each creature. That's bad. That is bad. There's still some mill kicking around in M13, but it's not as easy to pull off as it was in M12 or M11. There's not much going on here. When a can't block, 4-1 for 5. Swamp enters the battlefield, pull it back. Yeah. I guess we take the Fury, because we've taken a couple of red cards. But let's hope we can do something else here. Bond Beetle was okay. It's a 1-2 for 1, but that counter can go elsewhere, so it's almost like a Seed Sculptor. Battleflight Eagle, 2-2 flying for 4. Enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+2 in flying till end of turn. It's fine. I think we'll just take the Bond Beetle, though. Because we do want to make a concerted effort to push into green now. So yeah, let's take the Bond Beetle. It's a late Encrust. I guess we'll hate it. We're not going to play anything else. Alright, I really don't want to play that Chandra's Fury. We won't even count it as being a card that we've taken. Titanic Growth, sure. That goes in a creature deck. I think we'll be okay. Canyon Minotaur. It's just a 3-3 for 4. It's totally fine. Maybe we end up red, but who knows. Neither of these I really care about. Let's get rid of the Hydra Surge. Serpent's Gift is not a card we would play, even if we end up green, which we want to. Just 3 mana to give a creature Death Touch. Just no. That is so expensive. So expensive. Alright. Alright, we need to get back into this. Ideally, we're cutting these cards. And then we get a Firewing Phoenix. 4 mana, 4-2 flyer, comes back to hand. What do we get for green? We get an Elvish Visionary, Centaur Courser. We get a green ring. I think we just take the Firewing Phoenix, right? And I think we do push into the red. I want to play forests, though. Alright, let me think. Firewing Phoenix. It's just so much better than Visionary. Or Courser. We could maybe get a Blade Tusk Boar back around. Yeah, let's take Firewing. Ooh, Vampire Nocturnus. You're not worth anything, are you? I doubt it. 93 cents. Alright. So what do we have? We have nothing in green. Got a Silvercoat Lion, just a bear. We've got Mog Flunkies, which are okay if we can really push creatures. I think I'm just going to take the Lion, though. Mog Flunkies will come back around. So yeah, let's take the Lion. Ooh, another Crusader. And a Rancor. Now I want to be green. Ugh, Rancor is just ridiculous. There's a clone as well. There's a Timberpack Wolf. Draft, what are you doing to me? Rancor. Rancor is a Rancor. Alright. Goblin Arsonist, Bond Beetle, pretty equal. Yiva's Force Mage, Rummaging Goblin, pretty equal. Canyon Minotaur probably beats Titanic Growth. Firewing Phoenix, just really good. But I would argue Rancor could be better than Firewing Phoenix. Bloody hell. Alright. Let's do it. I can't pass a Rancor. It's so good. So good. we're not punished yet. We don't have any red that I'm upset about not taking. There's also no white that I'm... Well, literally, there's just nothing in this pack. There's a sleep, which is really good. Arg. I have to stop waffling. We can take the growth here. It's the only thing we can take. Like, even if I'm red, I might play a Kindled Fury, I guess. But I'm not going to play a Chandra's Fury or Smelt. Or Safe Passage. Arg. I mean, maybe I take the Kindled Fury. Maybe the Rancor was just dumb. Maybe we splash for it. Let's take the Kindled Fury. Hey, Searing Spear. What is this pod even doing? All right. Okay, we're red, I guess. We're red. We're red. We are red. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Maybe we splash that. Searing Spear. Get in there. Blade Tusk Boar. Cool. Battleflight Eagle. Primal Clay is 3/3 or a 2/2 flyer or a 1/6. Yeah, not great. So we will take a Blade Tusk Boar. Hellion Crucible. You weren't good, right? 2 pressure counters to make a 4/4. So you have to pay... basically 9 mana to get a 4/4 with haste. It is a mana sink, though, but there is just a Reckless Brute, which is alright. It's a 3/1 with haste, so it dies, but you play it on an empty board and you get in for a minimum of 3. Plus, you probably eat something. So I think I'm fine taking a Reckless Brute here. Gives us some 3s. Yeah, Hellion Crucible is just way too slow. Arms Dealer. Sack a Goblin, 4 damage to our creature. Or another Reckless Brute, or a Silvercoat Lion. Do we have goblins? We have a Rummaging Goblin. And we have a Goblin Arsonist, which actually is a really good thing to sack. We could take an Arms Dealer. Yeah, let's take an Arms Dealer. And slightly overvalue goblins. Battleflight Eagle is a fine pickup here. It's better than Dragon Hatchling for sure. Let's cut this Rewind. I don't want another Fury. Oh, I could take an Arsonist, actually, and we need playables, so let's take the Arsonist. Wall of Fire. We might have to play it. I prefer not to, but we might have to. Let's take a Safe Passage. No, let's take a Smelt. Somebody in the pod may play Phylactery Lich. Let's take the Erase. Alright, pack 3. Save me. Save me, save me, save me. Give me a Chandra. Or give me a Gideon. Gideon? A Johnny? Who's an M13? It's probably Gideon. Pretty sure it's Gideon Jura. I think. I'm going to have to check. No, it's a Johnny. Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. Away you go. Rancor, we're realistically not splashing for you, which makes our prized elephant much worse. We'll see. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. If I get a Sunpetal Grove or a Rootbound Crag, could splash for it even a little bit better. Cathedral of War. Oh, and then there's a good green, decent white, not good red. So Cathedral of War has Exalted, which means all of our creatures basically attack 1 level above where they should be if they're attacking alone, which is a fine, fine card. I would love to play Flinthoof Boar, but I don't think we're going to get that splashy. War Priest of Thune might even come back around, although I would assume there's another white drafter at the table, and this is the only white card that's pickable. There's a Water Courser, which is really good, but we are not blue. Yeah, I'll just take the Cathedral here. Kind of sucks that it's not a playable card, because it's just a land, but oh well. Searing Spear we will take, because we need it. There's a Johnny Sunstriker I'd like to see back around, but we ain't going to see that again. We'll probably get this Minotaur back, but let's take the Spear. Crimson Muck Wader. Flames of the Firebrand. 3 damage divided as you choose. Sounds good. Sounds good. Divine Verdict. Volcanic Strike was always, or Strength was always like ever so slightly okay. But yeah, let's take the Flames. We're not playing Rancor. That's way too cute. We're almost mono red, actually. Like, this ring is not looking good anymore. Makes the Firewing Phoenix look a little bit better. Because we're gonna have mountains. We'll see what comes. We'll see what comes. If anything comes, our draft has slowed to a crawl because of this Black Lotus here. How many Searing Spears is too many? Probably not. Probably have a million. Angelic Benediction. Enchantment. The enchantment has Exalted. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you may tap target creature. That seems pretty decent. That seems pretty decent. But Searing Spear is just Searing Spear, right? Yeah, I think I'm just taking Searing Spear again. And then we might get this Arsonist back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 cards. We'll get Index, Merfolk, Mastiff. We might get the Arsonist back. Oh yeah, let's take Searing Spear number 3. Because that's a thing that's happening. Threaten. And it gets a counter? Yeah, that's terrible. That is only okay if you win the game that turn. Otherwise, you're giving your opponent a counter. Divine Verdict is a card that we can take to continue our ridiculously large amount of removal. Mog Flunkies is fine. Totally fine. That ring might have to go. It has what? 1, 2, 3, 4 targets? 5 if we take this Guardians, which I'm pretty sure we will. 5's not terrible, I guess. I mean, it's pretty bad. But yeah, we'll see if we can get something to replace this ring. Strange deck. Strange deck. But I'm happy to be drafting M13 again. And as I expected, I think the black-white Exalted deck is probably being pretty overdrafted here. Goblin Battle Jester, you weren't good, right? Oh no, I think you're probably going to be pretty fine in my deck. 4 mana 2/2. Whenever you cast a red spell, which we're gonna do, target creature can't block this turn. Seems fine. Seems better than an elephant. Plus it's a goblin for our arms dealer. I guess we can take a Trumpet Blast, actually, because we're going to be removing creatures left and right, and we may just be able to swing in and be like, oh, by the way, everything's much bigger. And that can replace the ring. And then we get a Canyon Minotaur, and we can really just push out the white, actually. Reverberate. Copy target instant or spell, sorcery spell. No, I won't be doing that. Yeah, let's just take Canyon Minotaur and cut maybe just this eagle? Volcanic Strength. Unfortunately, I'm the red player in this pod, so that's not gonna do much. So we can take the lions, I guess. I don't think we play them, though. Sure, let's take a Bond Beetle. Man, we are really not white, eh? Let's take another Bond Beetle. And another Trumpet Blast. I think the white we have is good, though. And a fair bit of it isn't super required. So, on the turns, on curve. So, like, Pacifism is not a turn 2 play. We don't care if we don't have a plains until turn 5. That's probably about the time we want Pacifism. Crusader, we probably don't want on turn 3. We want it when there's more creatures down. Guardians, that we probably want on turn 3. Divine Verdict is not needed on turn 4. So we really only have 2 that we're super required about. But this is going to be ridiculous. This is going to be like 13-5 or 13-4. 13-4, yeah. Well, we've got a Cathedral of War. That'll replace one of our mountains. We're not going to play a Chandra's Fury. We might sideboard it in if they have a lot of X ones. We're not going to play Trumpet Blast number 2 or a Smelt. Yeah, all right. 12-4. That's going to be bumped up 1 to 11-5. I think 11-5. We could do 10-6, but that seems like a lot. We only have 5 white pips. Yeah, that seems like way too much. 11-5. Let's do that. All right. There's our deck. I have no idea if it's going to be okay or not, but look at that removal. Spear, spear, spear. Oh, we're still playing Wall of Fire. That's fine. If we're up against flyers, we'll make sure to definitely take it out for something else. But anyways, we have Spear, 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 Flames of the Firebrand, Pacifism. I thought we had one more. Maybe not. Anyway, Divine Verdict. Anyways, I will see you guys for match 1. Hopefully we get to match 2 and match 3. This is single elimination. Rar, rar, rar. Complained Lee Sharp, please, at Wizards of the Coast. Let him know if you would prefer this to be Swiss, because I certainly would. I want to play with these old decks, even if it means that I lose 3 times in a row. Boy, do I hate single elimination. If you do too, let Lee Sharp know. Anyways, I will see you guys for match 1.